you can't mention last season without talking about Arsenal's sort of surprise run for the title and obviously...
And surprise bottling. Not even surprise, bottling.
See, now I was building up to it. I don't like the way you worded it. I don't like the way you worded it. Yo guys, what's going on? Back again with the final whistle.
Yes.
And we are here to bring you another Premier League roundup. But quickly before we do that, if you guys have been liking our content so far, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notifications, all that sort of stuff. But man, how's it? Do you know what it is? How has it been going for your club?
Oh, why are you doing this?
No.
Start here.
Do you know what it is? I want to start here because you got the kit on. Yeah?
Yeah, fair.
I was going to start with City Arsenal, but the thing is, I'm not going to talk about your club overall. I just want to talk about one player. I just want to talk about Andre Onana. I know he's been under close scrutiny.
Yeah.
This since he's joined, especially because he's such a vocal character. You know, taking post-match interviews, even like what he did in pre-season, screaming at Maguire when he made a mistake. What are you guys' opinions on Onana?
Do you know what it is, my bro? In every other position, if you make a mistake, it's very unlikely that it's going to lead to a goal that you conceded. Right?
Okay.
That's not me saying he hasn't had a good start or he's not playing or he's playing well. Bro, he's had a shit start.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. But there's players in other positions that could easily have a shit start. But you're not going to be conceding goals because of your mistakes.
Okay.
So I feel as though, what I'm trying to say is that I feel as though the fan base is being a little bit dramatic. And you're looking at the errors leading to goals. But then the funny thing is, or the matter of fact is, when you make an error as a goalkeeper, you're right next to the goal. So it's going to lead to a goal.
Yeah,
that's true.
So, yeah, he's been shit, man. But,
but
hopefully he gets better.
No, it's a thing where, I bought into the crap of last season. I've always said that our keeper wasn't the main issue at our club. But I bought into the whole De Gea propaganda that he needs to leave and whatnot. And I kind of I don't know, I bought into getting a new keeper more than I should have. I should have just stayed with my guns and been like, it's not that deep. And as you can see, I've always said that Man United keeper is a big thing. You may not have to do a lot in a game, but that one save, you need to save it or you can't make mistakes.
100%.
You know what I mean? And Onana has shown that, listen, it's a big job. And when you make these mistakes or when you don't make that big save, it costs us. Him not make it, I think in that Galatasaray game, you should have saved that chip. You can't be getting chipped from there. You know what I mean? And personally, I feel like De Gea saved us multiple times and he made big saves which kept us in it. Onana's not doing that at the moment and it's costing us games. I'm not saying he's the only reason that we're losing games, but he has been at fault for a lot of it. I think he will come good, but at the moment he needs to quickly turn it around.
I still have faith in him, to be honest with you. I still think he's a good keeper. I think it's just a poor starting spell. And I think it's because it's off the back of United already being under scrutiny, because I guess you can say last season you guys maybe should have achieved a bit more in terms of, obviously you won the Carabao Cup, but I think in terms of the performances in the league, there are certain games that you could have said that we played terribly. We should have played better. We probably should have finished third. But, you know what I mean? So off the back of that... sorry.
No, but I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you should have maybe accrued more points or whatever, that sort of thing. So I still think he's going to come good. De Gea, obviously different ages, but De Gea, when he first started...
Yeah.
It's
a big role. But I think he will come good. But we can't that position specifically. Not on top of it being a Man United player. Man United, we can't be letting players get into groove at the club. You need to come in and make an impact like that. But as a keeper, you can't be. We need you.
Kind of like the way Bruno sort of came in and immediately hit the ground.
But that's Man United. Man United in a nutshell. We're in bits right now, man. We're finished. But,
just quickly before we move on to another club, obviously De Gea is still a free agent. Just a quick one. Would you bring De Gea back?
Nah. It's not a good look.
We've
as
made
much
it.
as I think,
Nah,
it won't be a good look both for Onana and also for the club.
Yeah, we've made a decision. We have to stick by it. It is what it is. We can't bring him back, so it is what it is. Although I would like to, it wouldn't be a good look, and we've gone in a different direction, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, sort of talking off of, I mentioned the league last season. Obviously, you can't mention last season without talking about Arsenal's sort of surprise run for the title, and obviously
surprise bottling. Not even surprised, bottling.
See, now I was building up to it. I don't like the way you worded it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Bottling or whatever. I guess that's what you can call it. We finally beat City.
Yeah.
We finally beat City.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got something for you.
What?
It's the trophy for beating City. Honestly, you beat City. We did it. Ole did it. Mourinho did it.
Hey,
done that.
I'm such a prick. Why did I think like, what's he actually doing in this pocket? This guy, you're dumb.
Nah, it's one of them ones that listen, like, it's a good result. Let me not say it's not a good result. It's a good result, but the way you man celebrate it, it's like, yeah, you beat City, but we've all beat City.
But do you know what it is?
I guess a mental block, but come on, man.
Yeah, it's a mental thing, and especially because it came off the back of us not. So this season, it's not just us beating City for the first time in 6 years. It's also us for the first time in like I think 4 years, maybe or 5. No, since Wenger actually, that we won at Goodison Park as well. So it feels like no. Listen, let me land this on. It feels like last season, we had a lot of very good performances, and then it's like, we fell off at the end because of an injury, and then we sort of dropped, and everything went horribly. Start of the season, first 3 games, it was looking a bit shaky. It was kind of close results, 2-1, 1-0, penalty. It was like, but then now we've actually sort of, okay, cool. We've actually seen a bit of development in terms of maturity with the team, because it takes a lot to not only keep City from scoring, but then also going on to actually push and beat them. Yeah. And then when they're piling the pressure on, to defensively like stay firm. Bro, they had the fewest amount of shots since Guardiola was here. Do you know how crazy that is?
I get what you're saying, but I also feel as though you need to there's always 2 sides to the story. And yes, it's a big thing, Arsenal beating City, great. But also, when you look at City and their start to the season and their injuries as well, like their best player, Kevin De Bruyne, is not playing at the moment. Everyone talks about their squad depth, but if you look at their bench for games against you guys and games against the other teams that they played against, their bench isn't actually looking great at the moment. So Pep is left in a situation where some big players are missing, and he has these younger players that he doesn't quite trust yet.
Like who?
Rico Lewis.
No, because Rico Lewis, he trusts with his heart. Bro, the guy even said it himself. Like,
no, but you think
if he genuinely trusts him that much, he'll play him.
Yeah, but do you not?
But he has been.
Yeah, but do you not reckon if Rodri was fit, you think Rico Lewis is playing? Be real.
He'll probably still play. No, he'll probably still play, just not in that position. Let's be real.
No.
It's the same Rico Lewis that made Cancelo go to Bayern Munich and then Barcelona.
If De Bruyne and Rodri were fit, and I think Bernardo just came back, bro, he's not playing.
I do hear that point, but at the same time, our most important player wasn't there. Saka didn't play at all.
Yeah, I get that, but that's one player.
Sorry, let me talk about this.
One player that wasn't there. When you look at the City team, it's multiple players that could not play that day.
I do hear that.
So, and I'm not just talking about the game alone. I'm just saying City in general.
Yeah.
To me, their start of the season has still been great. They're only 2 points off Tottenham and
bro. This is the first game they've lost,
and that's with a depleted squad.
Yeah.
So
I will give Arsenal their props. Like, it is a good result, and I'm not happy that they've had a good result. But I can see why you guys are ecstatic. But at the end of the day, when comes May, and you're not going to win the league, what does it all count for? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you beat City. You've come over that I don't know, that mental block, but you haven't won the league, and you're not going to win the league.
Can I ask you one question?
Oh, here we go.
Have you ordered your Arsenal kit yet? Because of the deal we made at the start of the season.
Yeah, still
you guys
a long way to
wait, I don't think I agreed to that though.
No, we did. I
think you did.
We did.
I said I think I was.
We did. I'll own it. I did.
Wait, roll the clip.
If Arsenal win the league, I have to
yeah?
wear a City kit.
Yeah.
If Arsenal win the league, I hate Arsenal more. I'll wear an Arsenal kit here.
No, I ain't doing that.
I'll wear City. Because that's how confident I am.
I hear it, but
if Arsenal win the league, what you'll wear?
I'll wear an Arsenal
kit.
I'll wear an Arsenal kit. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Alright, cool.
And if United finish second place
above Arsenal,
or if United finish above Arsenal, you have to wear United.
Yeah, straight.
Done.
The full kit.
You know,
done.
You have a deal.
Done.
You have a deal.
My bro.
You have a deal. Hold on. Do you think you'll green or maybe the neon kit?
We're not wearing. There's a
You're
long way
not actually
to
gonna
go.
win.
There's a long way to
You're
go
wearing that
this
kit.
season.
You and I
There's a
both
long
wearing
way
that
to
kit.
go. There's
It was that you guys were gonna win the league, innit?
It was like if we don't finish above you.
No, I think if we finish above you, you gotta wear United. That's not gonna happen.
It was both ways.
It was both ways,
was
bro.
it?
Pause.
Yeah.
Bro, listen. Bro,
Man.
I'm getting you man matching kits. Yeah?
Yeah, no problem.
Saying
Say
I'm
nothing,
TFW
man.
on the back as well, yeah?
No problem.
Say nothing. Anyways, Spurs, man.
Ugh.
They're continuing on. You know, good run of form, top of the league. At the international break. You know what? Postecoglou's got them playing football, man, and you have to give it to them. I know people are saying, they've had these scummy wins, the Liverpool game, but bro, they're playing well.
Yeah.
This is a different Spurs that we're seeing. And
He even won
Maddison
back-to-back,
and Son,
thingy.
they're clicking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Spurs are a breath of fresh air to the Premier League in terms of Tottenham of old hasn't really been in those title conversations or those big game conversations, but they are now. They beat us. They beat Liverpool. they're still up there, man.
And
so.
they drew with Arsenal as well. So actually, they faced the top three from last season with two of them being away, I believe, or at least one of them being away, which I think was the Arsenal game, and they haven't lost one.
Yeah. Can I say one thing though?
Go on.
One thing I think needs to be put into perspective as well with the Tottenham team is that I think everyone's played about 8 games now. Yeah, they've faced the bottom 3 already, as in like
they've also faced the top 3 from last season.
I know, but I'm just saying they've faced Burnley, Sheffield, and Luton. So do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to like step on their thing and say, oh, they're not playing well. They are playing well, but then also those 9 points they got were from the newly promoted teams, who one of which still hasn't won a game. Burnley won their first game. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you have to give them props. You can only play what's in front of you, and
100%.
As you can assume, obviously, you can't really assume in the terms of Premier League that they're going to win the rest of their games against mid-table teams. But from what we've seen, I wouldn't expect them to be losing on like multiple games across the couple of fixtures.
They did get lucky against Liverpool with the whole VAR scandal. So
can we get a fact check? I said that they've beat the top 3. Have they faced City yet, or am I mixing that up with Chelsea?
No, they haven't faced City.
They haven't played City.
No, they're playing City.
They
They
played
Arsenal.
They drew Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then there's another big team that they faced.
It's Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Liverpool.
Yeah, and that was
So not
because of
top
the
3,
VAR
right?
stuff. So,
But it's Liverpool still a top team.
Still, at the end of the day, we can say that VAR cost us against Tottenham and against some other teams as well. At the end of the day, yes, I know the result.
Against Tottenham?
Yeah, United.
As in United.
The handball before they even went on to score. But cool, that's in the past. What I'm trying to say is that
I remember that
at the end of the day, they still beat Liverpool. Yes, VAR messed up, but
it still counts as 3 points in the
counts as 3 points.
And sorry,
no, go on.
I know we're looking at the top of the table, but can I just say Sheffield United, who you mentioned a moment ago, they've had a shit start to the season. You know,
Bro.
They've gotten 1 point
from
their first 8 games,
Yeah.
and that was against Everton. They drew with Everton, and that was it.
And
They are going.
But I still reckon Luton are worse. Luton are worse than Sheffield, even though Sheffield has been dreadful. When I look at Luton, bro, they're shit. You know, like they're actually bad. Like Jaheim Chong, I used to think this guy was really, bro. He's dead.
I can't lie. When he was at Birmingham, and I think maybe a couple under 20 kicks, he was looking like.
Thinking, okay. When he went to Club Brugge, I was thinking, okay, bro, he's dead.
Luton have a bit of an excuse though. It's their first season in the Premier League.
I hear it.
Sheffield were here, 2 seasons?
2 seasons ago, yeah.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And Luton have still managed to get more points, only a couple more points.
Yeah.
But also, if you look at Luton's fixtures as well, Chelsea struggled against them. And also Tottenham struggled against them. They only beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
Compared to Sheffield, they've been getting smacked left, right, centre from.
To be honest, that is true. I think Luton have surprised me. In the first 2 games, they were definitely looking like a championship side, like mid to bottom championship side. But I feel like they've learnt very, very quickly and they've matured a bit. That what's his name? I think it's Adebayo, the striker. First 2 games, he was looking woeful. I'm not gonna lie to you. Recently, he's getting into better positions. His finishing is still
Is that their number 9?
Yeah,
yeah. He looks quite good.
He's still a bit shaky in terms of the finishing, but everything else he's doing, apart from the final third, is looking pretty good. And
fair enough.
With those newly promoted teams, it goes one of 2 ways. Yeah, it can end up like Wolves. It can end up like Brentford, where their first season they sort of surprise everyone. It's like, yo,
or
we're
they can
here.
just go straight back down.
Exactly. They could do like a Norwich or a Derby or all that sort of stuff. So I don't even have them bottom anymore in my predictions. You know, I think they might.
Sheffield or Luton?
Luton. I think they might. I think they're still going to get relegated.
Yeah.
But I feel like it might be like an 18th or 19th. Like they'll try and make an effort, but
I'm completely opposite. I think that they won't be able to swim. Like they're gonna drop. Like people are just gonna start beating them, and then they'll be rock bottom by Christmas. They're gonna be rock bottom. Definitely.
So before we go, then would you say, just to round up, would you say that Luton's manager will be the first to get sacked, or what's your prediction? Who is gonna get sacked first?
You know, I think it might be Iraola from Bournemouth, you know. Only reason I say that is because I think Bournemouth still haven't won a game. They've just been losing and they've gotten a couple draws. They spent quite a bit of money. You know, they brought in a lot of players, and especially after last season, the sacking of Gary O'Neill, it doesn't really make sense because I mean, we see what Gary O'Neill's doing with Wolves. Yeah, they had a rocky start to the season, but they're playing good football. Same way Bournemouth last season were playing good football, but now you've replaced them with someone. You spent a lot of money, which means that you've backed the manager to an extent, and you're still not getting results.
Yeah,
I think if it gets worse, then I don't think he even makes it to November. If I'm honest with you.
I hear it.
What about you, Max?
it's a hard one because with relegation teams, you don't know. Like as a fan I'm not a fan of their team, so I don't know how their whole aura around their managers are. However, I feel like with Luton, they're just gonna try and stay up. So I'm saying Luton, they're gonna sack their manager first, and then they're probably gonna try and get those managers that keep players up like Sam Allardyce, you know what I mean, to try and keep them up. So I'll say that.
For me, Paul Heckingbottom, man. I mean, the clue's in the name, innit? Sheffield United manager, 1 point in 8 games, all against Everton. He has to be sacked first.
If things don't change.
Yeah, if things don't change, man.
But lastly, since you're talking about sackings,
Yeah.
Ten Hag.
No. Nah, he's not getting sacked.
No. I'm not saying Ten Hag will get sacked, but I want to get your viewpoints on the manager.
Sacking form, but everyone at United in terms of the fans, I'm including the board, are completely behind Ten Hag in what he's doing. It's not a great start to the season, but it's sacking form. Let me put my hands up. It's sacking form, but we're all behind. I'm behind him. I know what he can do. It's just unfortunate at the moment.
You support him as well?
Of course, 100%.
But do you think the board might sack him?
No chance.
If the results keep going the same way?
No chance. No chance. Not definitely not before Christmas.
No, definitely not before Christmas. But I'm thinking like, say, end of the season, you guys finish 5th or something like that.
Nah,
which could happen.
I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
You don't see that happening?
No. I don't see it happening.
Guys, let us know if you see that happen. Let us know your expectations for the Premier League season. Has it changed over the last couple of game weeks? We just had another 2 international breaks before.
Yeah,
November's crazy.
Like it's always like this.
But we ain't got one for a while now, so the season's actually getting going now.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think in the comments as well. Be sure to interact with us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all TFW football _ TFW.football. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Am I missing anything?
No. What you say, Ralph?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Peace.